Start. We have as one of the items for discussion today a problem which raises fundamental issues of law and justice. Stop. Till now, the state has looked upon an offence as a crime for which the offender must pay. Stop. Such offences, whether you call them crimes or sins, were regarded as evil and attracted as their inevitable consequence. Stop. Punishment. Stop. Punishment was therefore regarded as a consequence of crime and justified in itself. Stop. The classic exposition of this view is in the principle. Stop. An eye for an eye, a tooth for a tooth. Stop. Later ages, however, raised the question of the utility or justification of punishment. Stop. Critics arose who asked how a murdered person benefited by the slaughter of his murderer. Stop. In fact, the only result was the loss of life of two individuals instead of one. Stop. Punishment was therefore sought to be justified on grounds of its deterrent character, but even this did not satisfy critics who pointed out that as a matter of fact, punishment did not deter. Paragraph change. A new school of thought arose which approached the problem of punishment from of the point of view of reform of the offender. Stop. Instead of a retributive theory of punishment, we thus find the emergency of an educative and reformatory theory of punishment. Stop. This dispute between the different theories of punishment has not yet been settled, but on one point there is almost unanimous agreement among both theorists and practical men of affairs. Stop. All agree that in the case of juveniles there must be a change of outlook with regard to punishment. Stop. For one thing, young persons without maturity of judgment cannot be held fully responsible for their actions. Stop. For another, experience has shown that confinement of such juveniles in jails confirms them into criminals. Stop. In fact, children who may have committed some crimes through want of knowledge or on the impulse of the moment become habitual criminals if they are once sent to jail. Stop. Recognition of this fact has led many countries to provide separate establishment for juveniles. Stop. In India, we have had reformatories and houses of correction in different provinces, but it must be admitted that even these have not fully met the purpose. Stop. The provision of such reformatories or juvenile jails has no doubt prepared the juveniles offenders from the confirmed criminals, but as they themselves have been miniature jails, the miniature, the educative aspect has not found the emphasis. Full stop.